many buttons to press. I'm getting to the point where I've got a lot of buttons to press. Don't arrows. Very nice. Very nice. Pickpocket. Or, sorry.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's every time you're on any private server, it's ever always, which it could be. I think it's not the case. It's just funny how it's like always the same. Oh, this is different. All right, so. I haven't been posting this. I always forget about it. Plug ourselves. Yeah, these guys actually take out.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hey, TK, what's up? Got another legend. Like, let's see. Do I have any of these? I've got. You have Righteous Light, increases the damage of Shield of Righteous. Sword of Vengeance. Card. Crap. Do ton. Healing and ally. Crusader Strike. Crusader Strike does Crusader Strike. Present. Attack. It's not bad, I guess. Vengeance down. Back up to it. I'm doing okay. How you doing, T? We need this one. What we need is Blessing. But I don't know where that's at. I don't know if it's discovered. Hey Frank, what's up? Oh yeah, let me fix this place. There we go. That should be better now. Should be better now. Thank you for letting me know. How you doing, Frank? Oh yeah, I guess it is Halloween, isn't it? Happy Halloween. Let's fill up our inventory and then we'll go back to town and we'll see if we can get that enchantment. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll discover it. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, what are the chances? I've never like searched for, maybe I have searched for some and found them, but it's pretty tough to do that.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
This guy's hit hard. When they do that spin ability, it hits hard. That's why I need... That's why I need blacksmithing. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna try something. We're gonna try to pick up blacksmithing, then we're gonna max it to max level and see if we can get a shield spike. Do I have a costume for Halloween? Not really, no. Come on, I'm too old to be dressed up. Yeah, I just gotta get the candy ready for the kids, but yeah, I'm not dressing up. I mean, I probably should. Maybe next year I will. Things have been rough this year with my wife being so sick. Like, thinking about stuff like Halloween is not primary thought on my mind, you know what I mean? It's not foremost in my thoughts. Yeah, we need a shield spike. Paladin needs shield spike. Badly. You love Halloween? Hair shoulder. Ooh, we could go with hair shoulder. Nice. How come I don't see it? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. It just doesn't have an image in here. Herod's shoulder. You just put on the bars, and now I'm like cool house for the next year. I think the last time I dressed up was just a bed sheet. Yeah, I haven't dressed up in a long time. I'm a bit old for such things. Some people would say nonsense. Boom. I love when you can kill like 3 people with one skill. Just biff, dead. We got here the Searing Tread Boots. Oh, this is blue. Maybe it's an upgrade. No, it's not. It's crappy. My shield has 1153 armor. This says 712. Gem Shard Heart. Yeah, you know. Mana. Smoldering Chain Belt. The War Chief's kilt. I don't know what that looks like. Looks like a kilt. Double mail coif. Ooh, the Berserker's Helm. Increase your crit strike armor pen. Ooh, man. It's like less armor, but the stats are actually way better. More stamina, more crit, just less armor. Cloth. Ooh, the white man's chat. Oh. Son of a... Just about filled up my bags. We're getting there. You gonna head out? Hey Frank, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by, Frank. Figured I'd give you a like the view since I was told that it's important. Thanks, Frank. I appreciate it, man. It is important to give it a like, you know? It helps promote the channel, man. What is this? Collected. The glyph of renew. There's probably some other things we've collected. Let's see. Collected. Third leg. 11 agility, 4 stamina. Collected. I didn't catch to see if that was a horde or not. No, and yeah, it is. It's Undead Hunter. And level, yeah. Well, it's outside of range that will take any of my gear if they kill me, so that's good.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
If someone, since I'm high risk PvP, if someone is within 5 levels of me and they kill me, I drop a chest. And in that chest could be anything out of my bags. Like, not my gear, like, but any of the stuff that's in my bags right now. If someone who's within 5 levels of me kills me, I'll drop items out of my bag into it, and it'll be a chest on the ground that they can loot after they kill me. So it can be, which can be, if you've got something really good in your bags you don't want to lose. Yeah, that's called, that's high risk PvP. Like, see this skull right here, high risk. Experience for young creatures or players in the open world is increased by 50%, but allows you to loot new materials and blood-forged equipment from the open world, and allows you to interact with hidden caches and beast nests. But it also means that when people kill me, they can like get stuff from me. Yeah, high risk is cool, but there is a slight risk. It's not a huge risk, but there is a risk to it. Actually, the center was helping me. See, so we got to say thank you. It's an Asian player, probably. Not sure what they're doing here. Well, who knows if they'd be doing anything in here. Never really know. Shadow Forge. Like, oh shit, inventory's full. Your inventory is full, sir. Increase your shield block rating when struck in combat, inflicts 3 shadow damage to the attacker. And 23 block, 3 strength, 3 stamina. It's actually a slight. It's actually a slight upgrade. Very slight. But our inventory is full, so we're gonna have to get out of here. Or spice bread. The bread is the life. Hey, thanks for the sub, Messiah. What a name. The Messiah, I love it. Oh, our inventory's full. Oh, we don't need this, right? Collected? Yeah, there we go. Let's get rid of that. That. And let's go to... Yeah, let's go to Stormwind. We need to see if we can get the epic enchant that we need. The priest. Ooh, the righteous verdict, not collected. Oh, and I don't even have any mystic extract. So we're going to have to obtain a new scroll. And we don't have enough inventory space. Oh, you gotta love it. Yeah. Do we have any leather? A little bit of leather. Maybe stone. Let's see, solid stone. We really need to work on some of our other abilities. Mining and whatnot, deep rock salt. Alright, so currently our professions are, right, we got engineering, mining, skinning. So we're gonna be forced to do something here. We're gonna have to go to the store and we're gonna have to get a codex. I hate paying 25 for it because they were on sale just a week ago, but it is what it is. We're going to go Unbeliever and check out. These sell for like 400. These sell for 350 to 450 gold on the auction house, by the way. And we now have the ability to learn a new profession. And we are going to learn blacksmithing. Okay. And then we are going to use something else that I think we have. Hopefully. Which is this, Tradesman Scroll. This, supposedly... Oh, requires level 50. Never mind. Okay. So that's not going to work. So... Well, first, let's deal with this inventory. Because it's a mess. Is there any upgrades in here? We're just going through and basically learning these things in case you want to try and small get any of these items. And then I've been like not saving gear much anymore for disenchanting because it's too easy to get gear, so I'm just basically selling it all for money. Before we sell it, we obviously we're going to see if we can unlock the skins. All right. All these are unlocked. Alright, those are unlocked. Now we get to sell this junk. Actually, what was that plate? That actually might be an upgrade. Probably not, but 135 armor, 138 strength, 3 stamina. Penetration actually need. Let me look at that again. Nah, not really. Stats in these are too low. Nice bracers, but not for me. 25.9, 2.2. Blasted target for 79 fire damage. Tempting, but no. Agility, strength. Oof. Stats are a little bit better. But I lose a little bit. I lose some spell power, but man, the stats aren't not bad. But I don't want to lose the spell power. Don't care. Don't care. 13 stamina. For PvP purposes, the 13 stamina. Again, you lose the spell power, but man, 13 stamina is 13 stamina. It's a lot of stamina. Restores mana. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use these. A little bit more stamina, a little mana regen. Why not? Actually, spirit. Nope. World Forged. Yeah, I don't like to get rid of World Forged. Herod Shoulder. 11. Oh man. This is actually bad. 11 stamina, 4 strength. We'd lose the mana, but we'd gain 4 strength and some armor. Nah. Not really worth it. World Forge, no, stats are shitty. Anytime you get a World Forge item, you should look at it to see if the stats are really good, because it might be worth upgrading once you get to max level, but the stats have to be interesting. And those were not. Like here, increase expertise, no. 200, it's got a lot more armor than my headpiece, but the stats are so low that it's not really good. Look at this is plate, but look at my equipped item. My equipped item, which is a World Forged item, is 377 armor. It's way better. This one I'm going to try to sell in the auction house. That's why I didn't discover it. There's very few things I put on the auction house, but something like that, it has a lot of stats. And this one's got like spell power, 20, mana regen, intellect, spirits. This is actually a decent item for PvE. So you see, it sells for 4 gold. So if we get lucky, that'll sell for 4 gold. I can hear my wife up at, I don't know what she's doing at 4 a.m. World Forge is it? No. This one, fire resistance, damage switch. It's a trinket. Damage spells. This is another World Forged item. This one actually might be. That's the one I was using. This one might be worth holding on to. Equipped. Merchant doesn't want that item. Don't really need all this silk cloth. I have too much silk cloth as it is. And what is this? No. This actually, nah, it's too slow. Too slow. Blacksmith's hammer. World Forge, World Forge. I don't think anybody's gonna want these large fangs, but sell them anyway. I don't think anybody's gonna want this shield, but sell it anyway. Okay, now we just have to, oops, forgot about this item. Shaman. Warlock. Shaman. Wonder if it's worth unlocking a different... See, it's so hard to get Mystic Extract right now because I'm such high level. That's why they have these scrolls. I'm not quite sure if this is how this works. $272 armor, 3 stamina, critical strike, mining skill. Okay. Trinket, killing a target. Okay. Healing. This is just all junk, right? Most of that's junk. Let me get a... There's a Mystic Enchanting Scroll, but I don't know how it works. I think it allows you to set up a different Mystic. Like a different ME loadout is what it's for. But if it starts at level 1, then you'll get more of the Mystic Enchants. If the Mystic Enchants are used across both loadouts, then that will help you get more of the Mystic Enchant regions. So let's grab that scroll. You said tell her to hop on as well. No, my wife, she's definitely not gonna hop on. Stam is biz. I'm enjoying the Paladin. It's interesting. We'll give it that. Definitely interesting. So what I'm looking for is... Do I have it? I do. No, I don't. I don't have any ore or anything like that. No, it doesn't look like it. We do have some recipes, so let's send over any blacksmithing stuff or engineering stuff, to be honest, to my other character. Engineering. Blacksmithing. We got tons of food. Let's see, what are these scrolls doing in here? Alchemy. They're probably both alchemy, yeah. And leather we don't need. These ones we'll talk about, these in specialization scrolls. Yeah, I like the Paladin. The Paladin's fun. It's a lot easier to level. After Flash. Alright, let's send over this. Cannot attach more than 12 items in the mail. Why not? Since when? Oh, wait, I already sent it. Alchemy, let's see, blacksmithing. Blue pearl. 2 rock salts. Is there anything else? Salt. Age wave. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna have to level blacksmithing the old-fashioned way. Well, you can see, TK, I've leveled the Paladin to 40 way faster than I leveled the Hunter to 40. I'm pretty sure. The Paladin is leveled much faster. Just because it's easier. I mean, you can like AoE farm like so much stuff. It's crazy. You know? Yeah, the AoE is just unbelievable. Like, engineering, tailoring now, blacksmithing, return. Okay, so we are going to have to make some stuff here. I wonder if it's worth getting. It probably isn't. Or we don't need all this stuff. We'll just grab this. Let's smelt some copper. Yeah, the AoE. Yeah, the AoE is just insane on this character. Like, this character is the strongest AoE paladin that one of the strongest ones I've ever played. But that's Ascension. That's the way Ascension does their Mystic Enchants. They make classes a lot stronger than they normally would be. It's melting faster now. Damn. That's what I call fast smelting. How long do these last? Faster for 1 hour. It says gather herbs, ores, pellets, and smell 25% faster for an hour. Apparently I don't have any coarse stone. Blacksmithing. 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 Working. Woodworking. Blacksmithing. And blacksmithing. But no materials. Here we go. Here's tin ore. These are in the wrong bag. There's some coarse stone. I thought I had some coarse stone on me. Am I missing something? Where's the tram? It's the tram. I think they're trying. I think this might be one of those changes they made where you can just port automatically. See this guy here? I think he's gonna port us right to Ironforge. Maybe. Let's see. Ride from Storm to Ironforge. Yeah. So they have an instant thing. I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting about that. I guess they changed it. They don't have like different ones. They only have one trainer. I actually didn't need to come here. Interesting. I didn't remember. Another change. Another change to the game. Also, let's see if there's any recipes in our bags that we can use, since we grabbed quite a few. Looks like we can only learn one of them. And copper chain belt. Actually, we were better in Stormwind because we can craft faster because of the scroll. Let's see if it's still, is it still in effect? How do I know? Yeah, see it is. I think only in the zone I was in, so let's go back to the Stormwind. Actually, I think if we go to the Deep Run Tram, it'll take us right to the blacksmithing person. So we kind of screwed up coming here. It's a waste of time. Live and learn. Yeah, see, now we're right by the blacksmith. I would have hearthed. I would have had to ride all the way over. Alright. Now back to here. Cool. This is what we want. Bronze boots. This is what we want. So now we want bronze. And as much as we can get. Takes so much grinding stone. Takes rough grinding stone. Rough grinding stone. 5. Boom. I don't know if anything's gonna sell, but give them a go. Wondering if that's better, but this one is on 1.8, 6 stamina, 6. I don't know. Someone wants to pay 13 gold for it. I'd rather have the 13 gold. Oh, it's still level 72. So that doesn't do us any good. Using a judgment increases the critical strike chance. Reduces the mana cost of your next holy light. Not really that great. Crossover talent. After getting critical strike with your flashlight. Yeah, it's garbage. Crossover talent. Increase the chance to dodge. This one's actually worth getting. And the reason I say that one's worth getting is with that one, what you can do is you can actually drop anticipation and you regain 5 talent points, and then put that mystic enchant into one of your blue slots. So that's a way of getting more talent points. If you'd rather have, because there's certain people who are going to tell you to run, certain mystic enchants, like here. Like, someone's going to say, well, you need to run this. This is a crossover talent. Crusade. So some people use this one here. There's another crossover talent. So up here. So people are basically replacing talent points with these, which is true. Here's another crossover talent. Reduce the duration of fear. But what you want to do is you want to use a crossover talent for something that's 5 talent points. Like here, you say this crossover talent for Crusade increases the damage caused. So if you go here, Crusade is let's see, where's Crusade? Can you search for it in the tree? Crusade. Where's Crusade? Increases all damage caused and all damage caused can humanize demons under damage by 3%. Here it is. The interesting is I don't think Crusade is 5 talent points. I think it's... See, it's only 3%. So I heavily question using a glyph slot, a Mystic Enchant slot, for a talent that's only 3 talent points. Because now you're recouping 3 talent points by replacing it with that particular Mystic Enchant. I would prefer to replace something that's 5 talent points. That way I'm getting 5 talent points back for my Mystic Enchant, not 3. So I'm not... So for me personally, like my PvP build, I would, I might take something like, I like dodge for, a lot of, it may turn out that dodge is terrible because Ascension's different. But like on Wrath of Lich King, dodge is actually quite good for Protection Paladin. But here it may be really bad. But here you might want to do something like Divine Strength. I mean, why not replace Divine Strength with a Mystic Enchant? Because because everybody wants you to build Divine Strength. Like every Protection Paladin build is going to tell you, oh, you should get Divine Strength. Well, why not replace that with a Mystic Enchant and get 5 talent points back instead of replacing this one and only get 3 talent points back? That doesn't make any sense to me. Now here's increases the damage done by Seal of Righteousness, Seal of Vengeance, and Seal of Corruption. So this is Seals of the Pure, which this one I think might be... This one, I don't know if this one's 5 talent points. And I think, I'm not sure where Seals of the Pure is at. I think it might be in Retribution. I have no idea. I don't see it. Here it is, right here. See, now this one's a good one. Like this one I don't have a problem with because he's replacing Seals of the Pure, which is 5 talent points. So this one I think is a pretty good one. This is gonna create. So this one I think is a good Mystic Enchant. This one, Seals of the Pure. This one I don't like. Crusade I think is garbage. Unyielding Faith reduces the duration of all fear and disorient. So that's gonna be... Yeah, the Unyielding Faith, I see Nox came online, is probably here, I believe, right? Now, Unyielding Faith, it says, I'm not sure how many talent points, though. Let's go to specs. Oh, we haven't unlocked specialization too? We'll have to fix that at some point. Yeah, again, that's what I hate about these talent trees is they don't show, like, you don't see how many, like, notice here, like it says, see, I can see it's 5 out of 5. In this, well, for whatever reason, in here you can't tell until you've put 5 points into this tree, and then it unlocks this row, and then you see how many talent points each of these can take. Like, I have no idea how many talent points Unyielding Faith could take, because I can't see it. So, which is really annoying. You know what I mean? Like, there's no talent calculator. Which is really frustrating. Anyways, let's not worry about this right now. Let's go back to our primary specialization. And I don't really know what to do. We don't really have... We don't have the one I want for here. We have Long Hand of the Law, dealing damage with the Hand of Reckoning, increases your movement speed by 50%, which is decent, while active dealing damage with Judgment effects extends the duration. Long Hand of the Law gives you more mobility, but not really that amazing. Divine Reprieve, don't like. Fierce Vengeance, no, don't like this one. The only one out of these that, like, there's this one, Sword of Vengeance, when using a Judgment on a target with 5 stacks of your Seal of Vengeance or Seal of Corruption. I don't really care for that one either. Increase the damage of Shield Righteous by 10%. Using Shield Righteous causes your next Hand of Reckoning to heal you for 5% of your missing health. That's actually pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. This one, this Righteous Light might be worth playing around with, because like to heal you for 5% of your missing health. So, but it's 5% of your missing health, not 5% of your. So that's going to be stronger the lower your health is. So, like I still have Taunt on T, I'm sure. So Hand of Reckoning, yeah, it's 8-second cooldown, right? So that's So basically, if every time we hit somebody with Shield of Righteousness, then we can just taunt them, which will heal me. It says it stacks up to 5 times. I'm not really sure how that works. So this one might be worth doing just to see how it works. And then this one sucks. This one sucks. And then the only other two that I have right now in my spellbook that are interesting is this one, and then the Crusader's Judgment. Crusader's Strike deals 4% additional damage on targets affected by a judgment effect. So that's pretty significant. I mean, 20% is a pretty. I mean, how much does it do? You know, it's 65% weapon damage, which isn't great. Oh, I'll want to try this one. I think this one sounds interesting. Let's do Righteous Light, just because I think it sounds interesting. Okay. And then we're going to go to Light's Hope, Menethil. I guess we'll go to Menethil Harbor. But yeah, I don't have all the good enchantments, sadly, that I need. So we have a lot of work left to do on this Paladin as far as like professions and mystic enchants and whatnot. A lot of work to do. A lot of theory crafting, a lot of discovery. There's a lot of everybody says Protection Paladin's really good, like in PvP, but I'm not. I'm only level 40, and I don't know what people are building. I don't think there's going to be a de facto like this build's the best. I think there's just too many variations in the way these build, the way the Ascension's Mystic Enchant system works. I think there's probably going to be some slight variations on builds that like here's certain Mystic Enchants that probably every Protection Paladin should have for PvP, but I think there's going to definitely be some variation. Like some people may prefer more stun resistance or more move mobility. Like the long arm of the wall someone might really like that because it gives you a lot more mobility. I mean, long arm of the wall is pretty cool. Like if you look at that, I mean, dealing damage with a Hand of Reckoning, but you have to deal damage with a Hand of Reckoning, and that's why this sucks. Because I don't think that Hand of Reckoning deals damage to players. So I think this one's only good for PvE. Right? So yeah, this one's only good for PvE. Alright, if you look at the ones that are not collected, there's so many. Look how many there are. There's all of these. So the ones we want are... I think Pious Strikes is interesting because it regenerates mana. Crusader of the Light after 12 auto attacks. No, I think that's garbage. Light of the Dawn. No, we don't have Holy Power, I don't think. Execution, no, we don't want that. These are like retribution things. Cooldown Avenger's Shield is reduced by 20%, but it no longer slows any of that. Don't really care. This is the one we want. There, your Hammer of the Righteous deals 10% increased damage. It increases the Holy. This is the one we want. Now it's a level 61 though, so we don't really have to worry about it too much because we can't get it until level 60, but can't use it until level 60. But this one is definitely a mandatory one for my build, like 100% mandatory. And no, not really great. These are that's PvE. No, it's garbage. Garbage. So far, the only ones I see in here that are even halfway decent. Blessed Hammer is really good. I'd give this like an 8 or 9 out of 10. The Pious Strikes, I'm going to give like a 4 out of 10. Right? So your Crusader Strike and Avenger Shield did 10% of its damage to nearby enemies as holy damage and restores mana. So you know, you do a little bit additional AoE damage, so not really great for PvP. And increase the damage of your Seal of Righteous by 20%. Using Judgment Powers, Exorcism, Holy Shot can only rather allowing them to trigger your Seal of Righteous for 10 seconds. This one's interesting. Branding Zeal. Using a Judgment and Powers Exorcism. I'm not Holy Shock and Holy Wrath. Allowing. Okay, so what happens? What this means is every time you judge a target, that if you use like Exorcism after that, then it's going to not only do the damage of Exorcism, but it's also going to do additional holy damage of your righteous, which again, not really great. It's not really that great. So let's try this new one that we just got, right? Which is this one. Increasing damage of Shield of Righteous. Using Shield of Righteous causes your next hand of reckoning. So we're gonna do Shield of Righteousness. We're gonna let this guy hit us first. Right? And what do we want to do? Let's let him hit us. Because we want to lose some health here. And we're going to use Shield of Righteousness, and then we're going to taunt him. And when we taunt him, it's supposed to heal us. Okay, so here, boom, and now we're going to taunt him. And you can see we got 20 health. So it's not a lot. It's actually pretty weak. It does increase the damage, though, of the Shield of Righteousness by 10%, which is not amazing. But, it's something, right? So you can see it's critting for 300, which is, like I said, not amazing. And then if we taunt, we got 16. Now, but again, that heal, though, is going to be stronger the lower our health is, because it's 5% of our health, of our missing health. So if our missing health is way down here, 5% of that's going to be a much, much bigger heal. So it's better than it looks like on the surface. So because we're doing that, I think it's worth, because we're going to use that talent, that Mystic Enchant, we're going to want to track the cooldown of Hand of Reckoning. So let's take a look and see if we've got... Hand of Reckoning. And if not, we can always create one. No. These are all just buffing things. Like he's got Forbearance, Reckoning buff, Redoubt proc buff. Some of these are probably worth using. But let's just create one. So we're going to say not loaded. And we want Hand of Reckoning, so we'll just do... Oh, did I accidentally enable one of these or something? I think I did. No. No, it's just showing because I have it highlighted. Okay, let's do... We can just do that. Let's duplicate. We're just going to say rec hand. Apparently I already have one called Hand of Reckoning. So delete this one. Oh, actually, we'll leave this for now, but apparently there's one already called Hand of Reckoning, so Hand of... Because it wouldn't let me name it to that. Reckoning. I don't see it. Yeah, it's right here, see? Let's see what this one looks like. Go to hand here, and we're going to load. Okay, not has a vehicle. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, here it is. And let's just see what this looks like. Okay, so that's fine. We got the nice little cooldown. Perfect. Alright, so we can hit this guy. We immediately taunt. We get a heal. See, they get that little heal. So every time this comes off cooldown, we want to use it. I mean, if we want to try to regenerate a little bit of mana, right? Getting 10 health. So kind of a weird mystic enchant, but we didn't have a lot of options. We didn't have a lot to choose from. So let's go to plea this one, and we're going to delete that one, and then Hand of Reckoning. Going to display. We're just going to say 30, 30, and let's go here and here. We have shield, yeah. All right, good enough. So let's see how much this heals when we actually are much lower on health. Okay, so talent point wise, we're going to do. We're going to be going into 3 out of 3 here on Ardent Defender. And I don't know if we pass play that gives Paladin. No, we don't want that. So we'll do 3 out of 3 here, and then we might just go another point here, and then that'll open up the next tree. And of course, the next tree we're going into Redoubt and Combat, both of these. So we got a lot of work to do, but we're definitely going to be replacing some stuff. Seals of the Pure, whatever, Divine. We're going to replace some of these things. So we got to recoup. We want to recoup some talent points. Alright, let's switch to... I don't even know what my other seal was, but after this, we'll switch to the seal. And now we're going to taunt. Let's see how much health we get. Actually, no, we can't taunt because I didn't use Seal of Righteousness yet. I screwed up.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
See, there we got 160 health. Heal.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Alright, so I'm going to switch this, and this. And now we can do shield and then taunt. And we got 75 healing. So it's not bad, right? Boom. Now we're going to taunt. And we get 80 healing. Shield of Righteousness, taunt, 141 healing. So it's actually not bad. I mean, it's I mean, 141 healing. My health was only, yeah, it's not like huge, but taunt. We didn't get to, but it's actually, out of the talents I had, I think it was interesting. Yeah, we always fight. We can fight a lot of mobs because we're tanky as F. We're very tanky. All right, so we're gonna go in here. Seems like my... Did I create a Hand of Reckoning macro? I do, right? And then we have Shield of Righteousness, right? Okay, cool. Make sure those have started. They probably are going to need start attack. Here's a big bowl. I wonder what Righteous Light is. I wonder if Righteous Light is... I'm wondering what that Hand of Reckoning heal is how it's being tracked. Let's try it. Let's see what... Let's see. Take some damage here. Now we're gonna hit him. And taunt him. Yeah, it's Righteous Light. Alright, so now we're going to hit him again, and we're going to taunt him. And it was a 28 heal. So we should see biggest heal is 28. So now we can kind of track, you know, how much healing is the Hand of Reckoning with that Mystic Enchant. Like, how useful is it, I guess? Like, over time, it'll be interesting to see how much it actually heals for.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Damn.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Damn, I dropped a chest too, because this guy's... Yeah. These guys just crushed me. See, so those guys killed me, and they're the same level as me, and you could see how much damage they were doing. And so I dropped a chest, which is no big deal, because I don't really have anything in my inventory that I care if I lose. So I'm not sure what I dropped. I didn't drop my scroll, which is nice. It's probably just some gear that I just looted off killing these guys. But unfortunately, Paladins... Man, like, this level versus Shamans, you just don't match up very well. I'm not sure how much of that time I was getting hit by multiple Shamans either. So it's hard to tell if it was just one Shaman that was beating me, or it was because I was getting hit by 2 Shamans. It's kind of hard to tell. But they looted the chest and stole my goods. They also took off, though. We'll see if they kill me. They'll probably kill me again if they come back, but that's fine. I don't really care.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's alright, we're good. So we did quite a bit of healing there. I don't think no. Oh yeah, I don't use 2 hands, man. Sword and shield is the only way I play Paladin. 2-hand weapon, dah. That's for noobs. Sometimes, like, I'll use 2-hand, like but for PvP, I really probably never. Not for prod. It's just, I mean, you're gonna need your shield. It's all part of like how the build split. No, I never played Ret. The only time I've ever really played Ret and actually enjoyed Ret was in Cataclysm. In Cataclysm, Ret's really, really strong, so it's actually pretty fun in Cataclysm. But outside of Cataclysm, I never really enjoyed Ret that much. Like maybe like in retail, like in like Shadowlands or something. But even then, it wasn't that much fun. I just like the class fantasy of Sword and Shield. But I am gonna log off because I gotta get some sleep. Here's a decent. Well, yeah. It's not good because the armor's too low. That's why the World Forge stuff comes into play. If you get blue World Forge, it can be really... stats can be quite impressive. Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can kill a few more mobs, but yeah, I think I need to get to bed. Alright, so healing done. So how much? So the Righteous Light's coming in at 3.6% of my healing. So just using that new glyph, that new missing chant, you know, we're getting 374 healing. So not really a lot. But a lot of it, again, a lot of it depends on how low my health pool is. Gotta prepare for Halloween. Oh, yeah. A lot of it depends on how often I'm sitting at low health. So if we go with my damaging setup, using Seal of Vengeance coupled with my Blessing of Might, let's see how much damage we do with like single target damage. We can get like one mob here. Hopefully. Here, one mob. Yeah, you can see the crit hit pretty hard. The judgment, I mean. .177 DPS per second. And then if we go with my more basically protection based, like sustain setup here. Actually came out a little bit higher, so a lot of it depends on how many mobs we're hitting. There you go. Lots of Rude Fire Blast, Divine Sacrifice. Dealing damage with Hand of Reckoning increases your movement speed. Oh no, that's not that. Divine Sacrifice. This sounded like a Paladin one though, didn't it? Divine. This one. 30 small damage. Okay, so it's a. All damage taken by party members within 30 yards reduced. This looks like a crossover talent, because we have Divine Sacrifice as a skill. That's weird. Yeah, exactly. But we have Powered Shield, nice. That's a good one. Just looking to see if there's anything we got in here. Doesn't look like it. No good loot, really. Not collected. Righteous Verdict. I don't know. Using Dungeon Control like chance. That's Holy Light. That's garbage. Yeah, but we're almost level 41. Only 19 more levels to go. And of course the game crashes. What a surprise, right? That's just the way the game works. Anyways, I'll catch you later. TK, hope you have a good one, man. Peace out.